Good evening, ladies and gents. The festivities are about to commence. I'm very sorry about the delay for the stream. We ran into some technical difficulties. But we're here now. And tonight, I'm lonely on the commentary booth. I'm your French flavored baguette, Adrien. I'm gonna be streaming the race tonight. And without any more talking, we're gonna jump straight on to qualifying, because as we missed practice due to technical issue, it's not time to go into qualifying. So with that being said, let's get into the game, shall we? I hope everything is working. I prepared myself a bit more than last week, but as my firewall wanted to not work, I nearly wasn't able to stream. Anyway, we're here. We're in game, and you see the game. That's amazing. Stuff can work from time to time. That's amazing. So we're here at World Atlanta for the fourth round of the Charge GTE Championship. I'm really it's so hot here. I'm really apologizing about the delay, but luckily we haven't lose too much on qualifying. We only have lost the first 3.5 minutes. Don't think anyone have posted any competitive lap so far. So, fourth round, very interesting race last week at Interlagos, where we saw this man, Toxic, winning the race with an interesting strategy, going with medium for the whole race without a stop. Where everyone were going with arts. He's probably gonna try to do it again this week. The race is bound to be a no-stop strategy as well, but we'll see. Alright, let's check a bit who we have until drivers' time are popping up on our screen. So, I'm gonna try to get into the straight. There we go. As we see the first time coming up, as Jack Oliver, one of our race winners so far, and followed by Fly Lemma, also a race winner, crossing the finish line for the first time with a time lap. So, short lap, as we can see. That's the first time we're getting underneath 120 in this championship with a 118.3. That's a very interesting time. I think that's very fast. Jack Oliver, I didn't see him practice that much on the server, at least on the official server, but I'm sure he put some laps in. But we have some newcomers on that championship, mainly Lowy, joining the champ for this race. In case you don't know, Lowy massively what was I saying? I was about to say massively slow, massively fast driver. Very excited to see how he can get into grip with those very, very special cars. Anyway, as we see the drivers going for their first lap, it's PA11 for non-concept. So we have, for now, driver into the 118, quite a lot. I apologize if there is some time where I don't talk that much because I'm lonely. I don't have anyone to support me today, but but I will try to keep you entertained and commentate as much as I can. I hope the sound is good. I hope the image is good, and that I've sorted all the technical issues. Anyway. As we can see in front, the top 3 is incredibly tight between Jack Oliver, Ligma and Toxic. Jack Oliver was missing from last race, but I'm sure he put the time he needed to practice on this one. On his amazing Porsche, once again. In provisional pole for now. Screaming for in the Le Petit Le Mans track. Interesting though, like we are running this week Road Atlanta, the so-called Petit Le Mans, and next week we're gonna be at Big Le Mans, the big track. Anyway, let's jump on board with Jack Oliver for what is probably gonna be a qualifying lap. So, the track. Little kink in the first one, got the tread brake a bit, try to keep as fast as possible, then very technical section with the S's, a lot of elevation change, lots of curb to get here, second S's, a bit faster than the one previously, need to have the perfect line in order to keep as much speed as possible, and run very wide here, getting 4 wheels on the curbs, they are part of the racing line anyway. Then big braking zone into a trade brake, a double right, getting back on the back straight, getting as much speed as you can on the exits to get as much speed on that very long straight. A lot of probably some overtaking opportunities here with Speedstream, and then the very big braking zone into the chicane. Very good overtaking opportunity from here. So getting under the bridge, down to last corner, and that's a lap. A very short lap, as you can see, compared to all the track we had the occasion to visit. And as I say that, Jack Oliver improved on his previous lap. So, behind him is Flying Ligma, the guy that clinched the Suzuka win after a very eventful race. He's now in P2, nearly 2 tenths off in the Arbaz Motorsport car. He's getting back to the pits. Toxic is following, winner of last week's race. That have proven that he could nurse his tires like no one, pretty much running the whole race on medium and babysitting his tires so they can go to the end and still take advantage of his space advantage. So I really wonder if he's gonna do it again this week, but his win in the last race definitely triggered some question among the drivers to whether or not this option is viable, because it can work from time to time. So I'm really excited to see if anyone is going to take the gamble as well. Behind him, another Porsche with Iwis. Looking good. I think it's the first time he's that high during the qualifying session. Definitely onto something. He's not that far away from the top 3. And ooh, that's an interesting racing line through there. Adopt his legality though. Behind him, Elmo, that had more time to practice than last week, where he conceded that he didn't have that much time to drive. This week though, might be a bit different. Ooh, and a slide through there. Just in front, but in fact behind him just in front on track, but behind him on the standing is Dehi. This time running the proper livery. I forgot to install his livery last time, so he's not running a whole yellow car. And for that reason, we're gonna just have a little look around that purple camo Corvette with Fast Action Racing Team. And I'm definitely not gonna say what this is the acronym of. Anyway, C7R. This is he is leading right now the C7A train, the fastest Corvette on track for the moment. Probably a track that's actually is more suitable to the more agile Porsche. The Corvette is like more of a stable car anyway. But anyway, yeah, they're here on the first Corvette for the moment. Freeman behind him, running still the Porsche Penske livery. Red shift with that G-Mode meme car. I love this livery, I gotta say. Really remind me of uh-oh, you forgot to install the CSS texture pack and Alpha F2 Part 2. For the one that ever play G-Mode. Really looking nice. And definitely a car that you see from miles away on track. So that's a good thing. Her name is Hosey, the second Abbas car. Oh yeah, no, he's on the. Sorry, I thought it was the Abbas car. It isn't. It was just on the pit. My bad. So yeah, the teammate of Ulma. Oh no, that's me on my little teapot. Where was it? Where is he? Yes, in the Corvette C6 tribute livery. Looking real nice though. The former teammate of Ulma before he had to put his helmet down. Still going very strong. Anyway, second Corvette on the standing for now. Then we have Pure, the second AMS car. Non-concept, still sporting his trusty Corvette. Alan, actually the first of the Eternity Motorsport, because Patrizzi won't be there this week. He's feeling a bit ill. Wish him the best, but sadly he had to put a step back this week because he's a bit sick. Alan is the only one of the Eternity Motorsport duo presenting the green colors of the team. And as I'm saying that, I see some real bad artifacts on the sky of my game. That's a shame. Well, hope it's not too much distracting. Anyway, Murphic, the other Lynx racing car, running one RP13, doing the non-conventional. This is not the racing layout we're running, that's the way you should go. Anyway, Mat 67 returning now, still with his spec skin livery in P14. Oh, that was a bit optimistic through there. Oh, and someone had followed him. Oh, I'm glad not to be in that Freeman car behind us, because that was quite a big hit. But here is Renrupt, the backbone of our community, running his very famous Speedo livery. He have a lot of experience with Corvette C7R, and he's here today, stepping down from his admin power to have a little race with everyone. We wish him the best, and most importantly have fun on something he participates much than quite a lot of people to create. Because he's kind of people that will create amazing event and like most of the time don't have the occasion to take part of it. So here it is. Skakun behind. Running P16. Druptex, another Airbus car. Rainter Nomica, going with the other G-Mod car. She also forgot to install the texture pack. Don't blame on her. That car is looking sick, nevertheless. Then behind, code 71 in 19. Buzz still sitting on the pits, and Mario running up the order. Anyway, let's get back to the front when things have gone very tight indeed, with Toxic in the same 10th as our leader, Jack Oliver. Oh, that's a bit wide here. He's definitely pushing on, probably trying to recreate his last week results. Try to snatch this ball out of Jack Oliver's head. Jack Oliver, I can say it. Jack Olivier, of course. I just realized that there is an I in this name. Of course. I had one occasion to pronounce someone's name right, and in the most perfect way, because for once it's my mother tongue, but I managed to not read it properly. Anyway, Jack Olivier, while I was saying that, just ran a sub 18. Wow, that's massively fast. That's as fast as I saw anyone going for now. He's getting into the high 17. Won't anyone have a response to that? Because that's quite a lap. Anyway, let's see Toxic. This time not too wide on this one, but I reckon he's going a bit slow if I'm judging by the sector time. Probably on a bit of a slower lap, preparing, nosing his tire and getting top air to wide for the next one. The Porsche screaming through the back straight. Down into the chicane. I think he's preparing another lap. Doesn't seem to... Actually, yes, he might. He might try to get as fast as possible. He might be on the lap. Would it be fast enough, though? I don't know. No, it's a slow lap for now. I mean, slow lap. Everything is... That's debatable. That's still a fast lap, but not in his qualifying pace. As he pull up, probably gonna try to get one more run with fresh tires and fuel. Behind him, Fly Lingma is just starting a new lap. Is he going now through the S's? Ooh, that's a tail happy car through there. Car seems to be really on the edge, as he have now the sun in front of his head and he have to bail out. He have to bail out. As he stop. Will it be a... I don't think he have the time to do another lap though. I think it's too late for him. I think it's qualifying over for Felay Lingma on this one. Don't have the time to get another lap, to start another lap before the end of the timer. As qualifying is slowly but surely closing now. I think we're gonna have one more try from Toxic. And maybe another try also for Jack Oliver. That will possibly have Toxic as company from the lap. He's probably gonna try to... He's a bit far away. I don't know. He's not... I thought he could have some sort of a tow, but no, they're too far away. Okay, now Jack Oliver getting into his final push lap. We're not gonna follow him. We're gonna stay in front of the finish straight. See all the drivers going through their last lap. Let's see now what can those drivers do on their last attempt. Would everyone move up or down? first lap for Monica. I don't think she improved on this one. Both as well, not improving, not moving up on the timing string. But I think only 2 drivers are still to complete the laps, so the qualifying order should stay quite a bit like it is right now, with Hosey trying to improve. He's not improving on this one. And one last driver getting into the last corner as we speak, going down the hill. Can he improve? At 67, yes, he's good enough for 13 on that qualifying order. So here it is, the qualifying order. We got it. Jack Oliver is taking his pole with a amazing lap. We gotta say that's actually quite interesting. That was quite a lap with Toxic behind him in Flying Ligma. But before we're getting into the race, and because I had not the time to talk about it before, let's talk a bit about the track. So, Road Atlanta, also known as Le Petit Le Mans, 50 turns, a lap, quite a short lap actually, 4.3 lap distance. We're gonna run a 1 hour race. It's not a track I know that much, but a very interesting one indeed. Synonymous with the IMSA Championship, with like long race and endurances. Here, with only 1 hour of race, more like a sprint, even though we're gonna have our fair share of time management. But yeah, very interesting, very interesting. We're gonna have definitely some good overtaking on that hairpin on the last sector, probably on the double right. And as we saw during the RS1 Championship quite a while ago, it's possible to pass through those S's if you get your elbows out. Anyway, so that's the track, and in a couple of minutes we're gonna move into... Oh, that's the wrong graphics, I apologize. Yes, that's much better. We're gonna move into the race as we are now waiting for the sessions to get underway. So, a lot of questions to ask, a lot of expectation about strategy. Normally, everyone should run a no-stop strategy. It has been the case for every tracks since Ride 1, even on very demanding tire tracks. Silverstone was a no-stop. Suzuka was a no-stop. We know those tracks have the tendency of destroying tires. Interlagos was no stop, but Interlagos was very interesting because, as I said earlier, Toxic managed to clinch the win with running only mediums. So it might be the solution. I reckon, talking to the drivers, I reckon that the problem with medium is not that much that they last not long enough, is that they overheat quite quickly. So perhaps Toxic have found a way of driving those tires that allow him to nurse the tire in a way that they are not overheating too much, or the penalty of have them overheating is too small to be of a major disadvantage against the hard runners. Anyway, in a couple of minutes we're gonna have the grid forming up. I'm just waiting for the cars to be on grid to show the... Okay, there we go. Okay, let's see the game now. Give me a sec, I just need to find it. There we go. Alright, so as we are, I'm gonna try to... Looks like I think I saw... Hold on. Did I saw Jack Oliver disappearing from the map? That's... Oh, no, he's back here. Oh, thank God. I don't know if I catched it on stream, but at some points Jack Oliver was basically drifting through the universe. For the one that have the reference. Anyway, I don't know why there is a name here. GR Road Atlanta, as we see some flashing. And Flying already lighting up his lights. Driver, if you want to flash, feel free. You have still the time, I think. say hello to the stream. There is a bit of latency, so I don't know if you're gonna see it on stream anyway. So it's a pretty long run through turn 1, as we see. Quite a long run. The first braking zone is not that important, but you definitely need to be careful because the fact that it's a sweeper, some sort of a kink, you need to be tight with the lines and stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting start. I have no clue how long do we have until the race is starting though. And where is this? Where is the name of the? Where is this? Is the time? Oh, that's the timer. Should be there. There we go. Mucho better. The timer shouldn't show the name of the track, but what do I know? Anyways. Okay, as we heard the first couple of revs through the grid. Alright, let's disable the driver's name for now, as we are waiting in silence. Alright, the lights are here. In 50 seconds, the start will be on. Lights are showing up. This is the moment when expectation come to an end. And we are rolling at Road Atlanta for the fourth round of Charlie GTE. As we saw, Jack Olivier needed to be very defensive on that start, blocking Toxic behind him, and I think we had a little touch between Toxic and Filegma behind, and Toxic absorbed the road, as is, I think it was Nomica behind, Buzz as well, Renrupt as well, I think, throwing up all the order as we saw some situation in the back. Jack Olivier keeping the lead, Filegma being behind, and Toxic very much losing on that one. All the way down to P19. I think he had a little touch here with Filegma. That was quite of an incident on this one. Toxic just going just a bit wide on that first corner and losing out the position in the front now. Jack Olivier still on the lead. Filegma following him very, very close. Probably in the split now. Will he have a move on that first chicane? Both Corvette going here. It's the time. It's getting on the inside, but Jack Olivier is covering it. Filegma have to get into the outside. Looks like we have a bit of a slide here, but everyone seems to have gone cleanly behind. Elmo have lost 2 positions in that chicane. Probably had a little moment behind. Mario lost also a position to Non-Concept. Now under pressure from Rin to Nomica. A lot of things happening on this first lap. Boss still way far behind. I think he had enough during the first turn incident. And Toxic already is making move, trying to get back the position he lost after his little misadventure of the first lap. Already made up 3 places, overtaking Code 71, Mario and Renrupt for P16 already. In front. Oh, and we have a change of leads. I think, no, okay, that's just a bug of ACTV, sorry for that. But we had some moves, nevertheless, behind with Hosey, Kieran and Alan. Alan gaining alongside the Abbas car. He's gonna have, the braking zone will be tight here between him, Kieran and Hosey. Getting on that chicane, nice and clean. All behind one another. All right. Let's see. Elmo fighting with Dehi in front through the S's. He's sniffing the exhaust gas of that Corvette now. behind non-concept, very close as well. I mean, it was deemed as very close. Yeah, because Driptex had the half. He had enough through the S's and lost the position to non-concept, and probably Toxic behind him. That is definitely be very keen on taking that position, capitalizing on that mistake. It's a long race, you still have time to fight back, but it's gonna be a hard race for Toxic. Now that is, as he was bringing into the back of the field, he's getting in on Driptex, getting alongside him. He's on the outside. Driptex is very much aware of that. Is he gonna fight it? He's now he doesn't have the pace to fight Toxic. On the braking now, and Driptex moving pretty much out of the way. You know that there is no point of fighting Toxic on this one. Jacques Olivier is building a little gap. Now we see him can be very, very good at racecraft. We saw him during the last couple of races. Now he's sitting comfortably 1.6 seconds in front of Fly Lingma. Ooh, a bit wide through there. Need to be careful with penalties. As the field tries to spread out a bit. But we are here a little train of cars with Purion at the back of it. Let's follow this little train, led by Dehi in that Corvette, followed by Elmo, Housie, Purion and Allen. Okay, after the craziness of the first couple of laps, now driver will start to focus a bit more, thinking a bit more long term on thinking about the tire, thinking about the pace, and how will they adapt to the events. For now, as Jacques Olivier sent a new fastest lap, getting into the 18 for the first time on this race. I think we had a move. Yes, Housie had enough, I think, and losing 2 positions with his off into the S's. This Corvette seems to be very hard to drive through this first sector, and Housie had just paid the price of that. He seems to have carried a bit of damage in the front. I think he had some sort of a contact already through the race, and he's in the back as well. Let's see. Yeah, the rear is a bit dented. Let's see about the front. Yeah, the front is dented a bit, and the side. This car had some sort of incident already. Right now he's running 10 between Redshift and Man 71. Who is leading? It's Jacques Olivier, still building up his gap. Just a tiny bit faster than Fly Ligma behind him. 2.5 seconds. Where is Toxic? Toxic, P14. Definitely getting on Murphy in front. Ooh, you know what? We're gonna have some moves. Is he gonna try something? Is he gonna put his elbow out and try to have the pass at any cost? I don't think so. I think he don't want to take any risk. And behind, well, a little spin with non-concept. Sliding and getting overtaken by Driptex in the process. Just having a little off. Toxic desperately need to pass if you want to have any chance of getting a very good result to keep his championship hopes alive. But at the same time, after what happened in turn 1, he probably won't try anything too dangerous. Oh yeah, that's a much better exit than Murphy on this one. The Charles Racing Porsche getting into the speed train of the links in front of him. What is he gonna do? Murphy, is he gonna defend? Get into the inside. They are following each other. He's getting in the inside now. Toxic on the inside of Murphy. Getting into the chicane. First into the apex. Job done. Well done. His next target is now Skakun. 1 second up. But I don't think it will be too much of a problem for him to catch up. But would it be to pass? Oh, as we have someone entering the pit lane. Renrupt already getting into the pits. And he's retiring. Renrupt is out of the fourth round. Let's get back into the front, shall we? Is Dehi seems to be catching up on William Freeman. Both running very, very good result. We saw that he could be very fast indeed. As behind him, Toxic have already catches Skakun. And he's now exciting through the back straights. Skakun on the inside. Is he gonna try to do something on braking? No. Toxic seems to be so much more confident on those braking with this Porsche. You know, this guy is on a mission. He's on a mission to get back into the front. As I say that, he seems to have cleared Elmo. No, okay, no, that's still ACTV doing ACTV stuff. But William Freeman getting off. And that's gonna be delightful for Toxic that just had the place free. And oh my god, the consequences are big through there. He had a big off and lose quite a lot of position on that one. William Freeman and running P16. I don't even saw how many position he lost on that little mistake he did. Probably got a bit of oversteers through the first corner and went a bit wide on the exits. Toxic, the man on the mission now, catching on Mat 67, but still quite far. As Elmo just over to Dehi, but Dehi doesn't seem to be kind on letting him sleep with that before. As Redshift seems to have overtook Alan through the chicane, but I don't think Dehi have said his last word on this one. Seems that we have set up to have a little fight between the Porsche and the Corvettes right now. You can see they are very close indeed. He seems to have a better run out of this corner. That's gonna be a long launch. Yeah, I don't think he was ever thinking about it. Very, very complicated to pass through there. He's just making himself as big as he can, filling Elmo mirrors now. Oh, that's a very good exit from what I think is clear for any attack now. Yeah, if anything, it's going to be a very, very huge launch for that Corvette. Advantage for now to Elmo, who is running a very, very good P4. Behind, every time we switch into Toxic, he's overtaking someone. No. Door to door with Mat 67 on the brakings again. Oh, that's very tight. And he done it. Nice and easy on the inside. He proven multiple times that he knows how to do that. And now, his next target is called Alan. But he's far away. 4.5 seconds. That's gonna be a huge gap. Let's see in how many laps he can clear it. Especially because Alan is following Housie, who himself is following Redshift. So we have a little chain here. Not the perfect way to have the best pace you can. And as we can see behind, Toxic carrying on the picture through the S's. Speaking about gaps, Dehi, still very close to Elmo, seems to catching just a little after his mistake he made last lap. That huge V8 definitely wanted to have to have a run on that screaming flat 6 in front of him. Through the chicane now. He's gonna be overseeing any mistake that RSR can do in front of him. So, and we're moving a bit over into there. Perhaps having trouble with tire temperatures. That V8 sounds like freedom if you ask me. Anyway. I think it's getting kind of closer, but not that much, you know. The pace advantage is not huge. Let's see how he can keep the cars. Oh, looks like Elmo went just a bit wide through there. Maybe not an ideal exit, but it's still a bit too far to try anything decent on that one. Behind, William Freeman, very close indeed of Muffick in front of him. Oh, and it looks like Skakun just had a move on Mad 67. Probably a little mistake from Mad. And the mistake here is very complicated to counterbalance with the big straights. He's here following Elmo. And Hosey trying to pass Redshift on that first corner. They are side by side through the S's. That's very tight. Brilliant driving from both of them. I don't really remember who was in front in the beginning of the sequences, but which is sure now is that Hosey is in front of Redshift. They went side by side through the first corner, side by side through the S's, and now Hosey have the place as Redshift behind seems to has got a bit out of shape through that last first corner sector. Amazing driving. Congratulations to both of them. As in front, Dehi made a mistake. Definitely something happened through there as we were looking from to the Hosey and Redshift fight. Something happens because Dehi has lost a tremendous amount of time between each other. Oh, hello, Raf. Good to see you. Good to see you on chat. Oh, you know, you miss racing. Why don't you join us? Feel free, you and anyone watching the stream, feel free to join us at charge.com. No, sorry, charge.com. Discord.me/charge. Join us, be part of the community, take place in amazing races. Yeah, come on down, race with us. That's very amazing. If you want to take part on those amazing races. Anyway, non-concept behind. He's getting very close to Mad 67. We have a very uneventful race for now. I was afraid to not have anything to say and have like big blanks moments, but prove me otherwise. Mad 67 seems to be carrying humongous damage in front. Oh wow, yeah, he's definitely having damage. I think he definitely had a half of a big collision because his hood kind of popping up on it. Okay, what kind of other fight we have here? Because I don't think non-concept is at moving range now. Or easy, perhaps. Getting down the hill, that would be the lights launch. No, he's not risking it, but he's getting very close indeed. He's smelling that flat 6 fuel. Oh, and I think we had some enough behind Muffick getting probably contact with drop text or William Freeman behind. They were very slow through that chicane. Something just happened. Wow. Behind, I think we had something between code 71 and Mario, and Man 67 got cleared by non-concept. I think the damage is carrying, really compromising his pace at the moment. In front, Alan, fans' favorites. Getting into the little train, a bit under pressure of the guy, the one and only Toxic. Eager to get his position back, getting into the point. Oh, we're gonna have something weird soon, I can tell you. Oh, hello. Hello, Drilo. Glad to see you there. I gotta say, I also miss... Oh, something happened in front. Redshift seems to have got out of shape. And I think we had some sort of contact. And that's definitely gonna... That is a good thing for Toxic. That he's now managed to take advantage of the situation to pass Alan. And he's now... Oh, he's off! He's way wide! Ooh, that's some very hairy stuff. And Alan didn't manage to pass through there. It was a huge step on the grass. Well, he had the position. He had the position anyway, and now he's probably gonna get Hosey. Oh, they are side by side. Hosey had got a bit of the shape through that one, but yeah, brilliant pass from Toxic, taking advantage of each and every mistake from anyone in front. That's some very clever car positioning in here. He saw that coming from miles away, and now he's on to P8, chasing Redshift in front. Sorry, I was saying, kind of miss racing with you guys. I know that I haven't been racing for a long time. Actually, I was supposed to be part of this very championship, but due to university being university, I had to step down because I knew I wasn't able to do anything. But yeah, yeah, Drilo, miss you a bit. Not gonna lie, and Worf as well. We wish you back. That would be amazing to see you back again. Alright, let's get back to racing, shall we? As we see William Freeman and Driptex being very close together again, and Boss seems to have done a pass on Mario, probably through the chicane, I think. Speaking of pass, ooh, William Freeman. Is he trying something on turn 1? No, he's not. He's not. It's way too dangerous. He's not taking that much risks. There is no point at this stage. And there we go, the pass through the S's. Well done to both of them. Good driving. William Freeman up into P40 now. Let's join a bit the train we saw in front. Hosey seems to be able to keep the gap constant between him and Toxic, and Toxic have shown to be very fast indeed. So he might have an occasion to take advantage of Toxic trying to pass Redshift in front to get back the position. But is Toxic catching Redshift? That's the true question now. Toxic now well established into the points, but he's definitely gonna want quite more of that. I don't think he's gonna step down for just P8. Something happened with Matt. Oh, Matt seems to add another off. And now, the car that seems very bad a couple of minutes ago seems to be even worse. This is a strand departure, I think there. A lot of damage. I can't imagine how bad the car can be to drive. But, for now, Forte seems to be pointing in the right direction. So, and he seems to be continuing at quite a good pace. So I think he's going for it. As Toxic just managed to clear Redshift, and I'm sorry we missed that. Probably Redshift making a mistake on that double right before the straight, making him very vulnerable to Toxic that just breezed past through that chicane. And now chasing a pure run for P6. Let's follow a bit the guy in front, shall we? Let's see a bit that amazing Porsche. Screaming through the back straight. Glimmering of the sunset. As the sun is setting down on the road Atlanta. And for now, Jack Oliver making the perfect race with a very comfortable gap on Fly Ligma. He's gonna be definitely delighted that his main rival, Toxic, got a rather complicated first lap. As in the complete other end of the standing, Wellington Nomica seems to have been passing Mario, and in front we saw looks like Toxic and Redshift are trading position, and yes they are still side by side. I think that fight that seems to be over between, oh, we had the contact, oh, and Redshift is off into the barrier, into the tire wall on that last corner. Oh my god, this is a very bad place to rejoin. Look like the fight that seems to be over a couple of minutes ago with the mistake from Redshift have continued, and now the day of Redshift have got from bad to worse as he plumbed down the other into P11, sorry. Oh, and he's off again. This car seems to be done. Oh, pain. He's probably gonna... he stopped. Probably gonna return a lot of frustration in that cockpit. And yes, Redshift out of the 4th round. Very fortunate with a couple of contacts. He's probably overcooked his tires. What a shame. Well, those kind of things happen from time to time. In some loose some, but yeah. DNF for Redshift on that 4th round. Toxic still up into P7, but now Hosey seems to have managed to stay into a very respectable range of the very fast Toxic. Toxic might now start to struggle a bit. I'm pretty sure he's running. Let's see. Is he running hard tires? I don't know. How can I tell? Wait. That's a shame. Not that way to know. Is he running hard tires? Let me see. I'm gonna try to put out the live timing. Give me a minute. Just see who is running who. What is happening in terms of see if I get any chance to access to the information of what tire driver is running, because I have no clue what are the strategy at the moment. Brighton, here, there we go. Sorry, give a minute. Alright, so who they are? Looks like everyone is running hard. That's very interesting. I was pretty sure that Toxic, after his good success last week, would be running some sort of medium tire, but he's decided to step down to the hards for the race. So my theory, that meant that after the couple of hops he had in the fights he had to put out, he had some problem with pace due to tires degradation. Doesn't work because he's running the same tires as everyone, and we saw a driver having offs and still be able to have a fight. So is he struggling? I don't think so. What I do know is that he's catching piano, and in front Skakun had lost a position to instantly getting back, and looked like it's ACTV thing again. Anyway. As Jack Oliver just sent the fastest lap, and Non-Concept getting very, very on the threat of a red, white and black Porsche behind him. Let's see. Let's see if he can keep that Porsche behind him. Ooh, that Oh, they are very close. Will Williams try something? Non-concept probably gonna stick into the inside here. No, he's not. Will Williams try something? He's very close. He's definitely in a move. William in the inside, non-concept on the outside, down to the braking zone. William seems to have the move done. Can he slow the car down? Yes, he can. William just passing non-concept for P11. Can non-concept fight back into the first turn? I don't think so. Alright, Freeman, omit to P11. Meanwhile, Lima is having quite a solitary race at the moment. 6 seconds behind the leader, but 17 in front of P3. That's a strong result as well for him at the moment, for sure. Oh, someone is slow. Code 71 is slow. What happened there? Did he just move out of the way? Did he add him off? I think he just moved off the way. This is the first blue flag of the race. Code 71 finishing the odd now. Getting passed by the first couple of drivers. Jack Oliver and Ligma. Luckily, you won't have to worry about anything for a long time. And as I say that, Matt 67 went into the pits and DNF as well. So that's our third DNF of the race. After joining now, Redshift and Renwrept. As we see driver completed the lap. Right, we passed the halfway mark of the race. A lot of stuff happened so far. Quite a lot of stuff to be exact. Very entertaining race for now. And as the race will continue, now we're gonna see what the gap are like. As Jack Oliver is comfortably in the lead, posting very fast lap, despite his very comfortable gap behind him. The thing is, we don't really know what happened in turn 1, do we? So, oh, looks like Toxic had an off. Looks like something happened to Toxic. He had a collision with the environment, as they said. And we have just a bit of smoke as well. Something might have happened. Oh, and non-concept as well. Oh, William Freeman off! William Freeman had an off. Something just happened through there. The guy that just passed non-concept for P11 is now down into P14 as the lights just got on halfway through the race. The driver might start to light up a bit their headlights. Anyway, in front, Jack Oliver. We don't know what happened into the... Oh! And Code 71. My god, stuff happening all the time. I don't know where to put my heads in. Code 71 just getting a drive through for cutting the track. That's not idle when you're running in the bottom of the order, but nevertheless, he's getting into the pits. And looks like he's retiring because that's not a drive through, that's a DNF. Code 71 joining the list of the retirement. So, as I was trying to say for a couple of time now, and I hope something happened, and I don't have the occasion to say it, but we don't know what happened into the first couple of corners. So, is Jack Oliver under threat of a penalty? I don't know. Is he doing everything he can to make sure that even if he got a penalty, he's not under threat? Definitely. At least, he's done the perfect thing you can do. Drive as fast as you can and make sure that the gap is hard enough. Let's follow BT with. Actually, you know what? I didn't think I was about to say that, but Dehi and Elmo are still putting up a fight. They were saying each other that they won't, that their path was too different. But I think we have found two drivers with very similar pace, two very similar skill, and that's gonna be a very interesting race for P4. I think that's for both of them is the best result that they ever had. So who is gonna come on top? Is Dehi will be able to catch up Elmo or not? Interesting time ahead. Behind, Skakun just seems to have cleared someone. I think it's a blue flag though. Yeah, he just cleared over into Nomika. That's a blue flag. Alan down the road. Not that far away off Toxic though. Toxic being kinda into a no man's land right now. Not really having what it takes to catch up in front. But definitely racing like he can. Elmo sending his fastest lap so far. Trying to keep Dehi at bay. Make sure he's not getting pressurized. Now with Elmo through that back straight, seeing the lights have been put out. I hope it's not that too much of a distraction. Through that chicane, underneath that AMS Arbaz bridge. Into the last corner. There we go. Another lap. Behind him, Dehi. Sniffing something. It's definitely... It's interesting. Is he trying to just stay behind? Don't do anything too serious. Just wait for a mistake and perhaps in the end just push a bit so you can pass him more. Or is he just trying to catch up as much as he can? I don't know. How much is he pushing? That's the question. Because pushing now can be a very bad thing. Oh, how is he behind? That's a position. How is he in the wall? Oh, that's a massive off. Massive off from Housey. That lost a couple of position. And Toxic. Delighted with that. Get another one. Easy pass for him. Of a stranded Corvette now. Looks like he had enough through the first sector. They are very close together. They are very, very close. I really reckon how they're gonna handle the race, the pace like to the end, because if they push too much now, they're definitely gonna have some trouble running in the end. But their pace is so similar. Hold on, I think that he's catching up. I think slowly but surely that he is catching up. I'm pretty sure we can see this Corvette behind us, those headlights getting closer and closer, growing up on our mirrors. Maybe Elmo had some mistake, but now he's less than a second behind him, so we might have another act on their fight for P4. perhaps the Porsche seems to have just a little more, just a tiny little more top speed against the Corvette. That's a possibility. But what is a possibility is that while Dehi is catching Elmo, looks like Elmo is catching. Who is he catching? Is he catching Lewis? I don't think he's catching Lewis. He's catching Lewis. He's definitely catching Lewis. Oh, we might actually have a fight not for just P4 but for P3, and not between only Elmo and Dehi, but also throwing Lewis on the mix. That would be interesting. That's definitely something we need to keep an eye on for the end of this race. If we battle for the last podium position, that sounds like something I want to see. Behind, William Freeman is closing on good text, and looks like we had a move between Rein Ternomi and Boz. Sebastian through races. Ooh, they're gonna be very slow through there. That's gonna be some traffic management for Hosey and the Concept. No, sorry, from Hosey and Skakun as they're catching up. I think the blue flags. Let's see. Still always followed by Elmo and Dehi. Here. Entering the last 20 minutes of racing in Road Atlanta. We had a move. Oh, something is happening behind. I think there was some traffic management issue through there because William Freeman just passed Druptex on the chicane. Probably take the right line to pass the blue flags. We're getting too much compromised. From Dehi doesn't seem to be able to catch as much as he wants to. And Hosey and Skakun just patch one another. Just before the main straight, I think Skakun made a mistake on that double right. But yeah, Dehi just seems to have lost just a little time. I think he was pushing on to try to catch Elmo, but made a mistake in the process. And now you have to find that seconds all over again, laps after laps. Elmo definitely catching on Lewis now. For the first time, less than a second away from that P3. I don't think he was really expecting it, but that's now a possibility. Let's follow Lewis, shall we? Because I think there is some very interesting time ahead. And we'll be delighted if Lewis and Elmo start to fight. Of course, they hide behind. That will definitely want a sip of that. Oh, they're very close. I think Lewis made a mistake through there. And now Elmo is all over the back of him. But looks like there is some lagging also. So Elmo will probably have to back off a bit and not get too much risk in order to not get netcoded and be pointed off the road. Yeah, he had to back off a bit, but Elmo is very close. I think he's going to be into a move distance, especially if he was making mistake. And just with that first sector, the gap have reduced drastically. But yeah, Elmo had to back out a bit. He didn't want to make any bad decisions. He didn't want to get too close to a driver that was lagging, so he had to back out a bit. But nevertheless, he's very, very close indeed. We're definitely gonna have some fights in 1 or 2 laps between those guys for the last podium places. And behind them, Hosey and Alan are now fighting. They are very close, going on the back straights. Well, Hosey tries something. He's very close. He's gaining. Looks like he's gaining on that Porsche. It will be a late launch, but he's definitely capable of doing it. That's gonna be brave. He's getting into the inside. Is he trying something? No, he's switching back to the outside, I think. At the last moment, they stated that it wasn't the right place to be. But the battle continues on between the pair of them. He's swerving a bit, swerve left, swerve right, making himself as big as possible in the mirror of that green Porsche. He's now entering the S's, but you know who is not in the S's? Elmo in the back straight. Now in moving distance of Lewis. He's moving on the outside, making himself as big as possible, trying to get into inside. No, Lewis is covering it. Now on the outside, into braking. He's ahead going into the corner. Lewis trying to defend, but he's lost the position. Elmo ahead of the Porsche, but Lewis is fighting back. He's fighting back after that through the last corner. He's taking back the position. Amazing driving between both of them. Little touch now. Elmo. Oh, another touch now. With Dehi sniffing a move. And Elmo, that was trying to get in one place, have lost into the process 2 of them. Yeah, he's definitely getting his elbow out. Didn't want it to make the pass easy. Brilliant defending through them. Elmo had to move down through that chicane, but it wasn't enough because he had to compromise too much his line, and Lewis could get back that position with a better exit. Fantastic racing between 3 of them. We saw some tremendous pass through there, and Hosey is now following still Alan in his footstep. They are very, very close. Ooh, they're probably gonna have some touches. You need to be careful. You need to be very careful if you want to keep the rear of that Porsche clean. Ooh, that's a bit of a slide through there, and I'll be delighted with that. This will give him a bit of breathing space. Behind Elmo, on the back of Dehi. Yeah, that's a huge breath for Iris. That will have now some clearance, because if Elmo want to get back here, we have to fight Dehi all over again, as we are now in the last quarter of the race. Let me tell you, the sun is down, but the race is up. Elmo is definitely gonna try to get back the position he lost. But at his pace, is he gonna catch? Is he be able to catch Lewis in the before the on the rip? Oh, we see this guy is very understeery. Oversteery now. You have to compromise quite a lot his exits. He's gonna have to put a very, very big drive if you want to have a chance of getting back this P3 that is sniffed for a couple of minutes. He tastes it. He knows he likes it. He knows he wants it now. Oh, look at how agile he is through that chicane. Oh, there might be something. It might be a possibility. Let's see how the car is handling through those S's. Getting into the curves. A bit of slide, but the car seems to be pretty stable, under control through there. Unless And Dehi seems to be struggling also in front. Seems to have some trouble keeping the gap fast through that races. And I think we saw a pass. Hosey just passed Alan through that chicane, but I don't think Alan is gonna let him happen so easily. And still there. Oh, and they have a fight. Sorry, Hosey had a little off, and now they collided. But thankfully, they both still facing the same direction. Hosey had the mob down, just got a bit too much excited through turn one, and then had nowhere to go. They touched, but I think they all well and good now. We nearly got. Oh, Alan is off as well. Alan is off into the tire wall. Oh my god. Alan just got out of shape, out of probably hitting the curbs too hard in the air. And now he's relegated to P9. I'll be gutted by that. Let's get back in front. Elmo closer than ever to Dehi. I think we're gonna have another fight. We saw that he's way more agile through there than his direct competitor, so can he make a move? Will he be able to keep his advantage through that double right in order to maybe have a move through that chicane and perhaps get back into Iwi's back again? There will be a late launch. I don't think he have the brakes to do that. Actually, he might. That would be a light launch. I don't think he's gonna try it. It would be a big surprise now. He's staying well behaved behind. Don't want to try anything stupid at this point. But now he risks having to clear blue flags, so perhaps he will lose time. And losing time he have, because the gap between him and Dehi have melted like snow under the sun. And now he is very much in danger with Dehi behind and Helmo just after him. So Dehi is now having to think twice. You have to think about two things. Here is in front that he have to clear if you want to keep the advantages with Elmo, and he is of course under pressure with Elmo. The last 10 minutes of this race, or should I say the last 8 minutes, are gonna have to be very interesting. Let's see. On board now with the Corvette. That's a nice exit, but Elmo is very close. He is very, very close. Speed streaming now. The V8. You see, seems to getting a bit closer, but not that much. I think. Looks like Elmo have a bit less top speed than his aerial competition. I don't think he's gonna try anything. It's a bit too far away. He just keep holding on and getting the breathing space he needed. There is behind, in front of him. And as I say that, Alan seems to have another off because he lost another position. As we see a stranded, a limping Alan. Probably struggling quite a lot with his tires now. Having to allow traffic to unlap himself. He's allowing Flying Ligma. No, sorry, he's having blue flag on Flying Ligma actually. Jack Oliver still, because I nearly forget about him. Yeah, Jack Oliver comfortably in the lead, not more than 10 seconds in front. Cruising through a very, very good, very, very yeah, he have everything on the control right now. Anyway, Non-Concept seems to have made a move on Skaken. And in front of them, Elmo seems to lose a bit of ground on Dehi. He had his occasion, but sadly didn't turn into his favor this time. Oh, something happened between Toxin and Piorun. Yes, something happened. There is a move. They're going into the chicane. Very tight. But they managed to both get outside of troubles as Toxic have passed Piorun. Oh, but no, Piorun is not having none of it. He's keep fighting on into the first corner. Piorun on the inside. Toxic just managing to get a bit more speed, and this time he's not running wide. He's still there. But Piorun, sorry. I've problem with names anyway. Trying to have a follow, but oh, he's got just a little out of shape on this chicane. For a second, it might look like they will be able to fight for the world lap. But Toxic on P2, P6, very, very good recovery. That's a very great damage limitation that will be very important for the last round when they all go into Le Mans and the championship will be on the closing end. Toxic will be delighted to get those extra points he just snatched by passing Piorun on this one. In front, oh, they had some moment here, running very wide on that under that bridge, but doesn't looks like Elmo got any closer, so maybe they had a moment together that we missed. Oh, Elmo is again very, very close. But for Elmo, the time is ticking. There is not that much laps. He needs to get a move done if he wants to get into the P4. Let's see, we can see how big that Porsche is on the screen in the center of that Corvette's habitacle. Oh yeah, that's very, very close. He will have a lot of trouble ignoring the big Porsche behind him. But thankfully he seems to have way more top speed, so he's definitely clear of any move. That's why it's so complicated to Elmo. If he wants to pass, he definitely have to put his elbows out, and he's not risking it for the moment. There is no point. Stay behind, listening to every mistake he can do. Making sure that if that... Oh! Actually, some moment for Elmo behind as he fall out a bit, and he will definitely be happy with that, having a bit of breathing room. That's a deep breath for Dehi on this one. Or as I like to call him, anyway. But still, yeah, we definitely see the tendency now. Dehi is way faster through the long straights, but Elmo is way more confident on those S's and all the technical parts. So it's very tricky for Elmo to pass because he have to keep him behind. He have to be as close as possible through the straight in order to have the move done. So it's very complicated. He definitely have a lot of struggle. Oh, he's deafening now. Dehi, Elmo getting on the inside. Oh, they are very close, but not quite. Oh, it's complicated, but now Elmo definitely compromised a bit the line of Dehi. They are closer than ever. It's gonna be very interesting. Is Elmo gonna try the move on the very fast parts on the S's? This is the place where you have the advantages. Let's get on board. Let's get on board, Elmo, shall we? Because we have interesting couple of corners in front of here. Look at the pace advantage he have. But sadly there is not that much space to pass through there. You have to back up a bit. Nearly went completely off on this one. And no, I think he's a bit too far away. Elmo is pushing this Porsche like there is no tomorrow. He know what he have to do. He know that he have to put out something truly amazing if you want to get this position back. Focusing on the exit here, trying to get time on that Corvette. Dehi moving out, trying to get into the speed field of the blue flags in front, doing everything he can to get the last kilometer per hour he can get. Elmo doing the same. sniffing that Corvette of Buzz. Nearly get into a hairy moment as Buzz tried to move out of the way. They're trying to get each and every kilometer per hour they can get to get closer to their rivals. But as we enter in the last minute of the race, looks like Elmo is running out of opportunities on this one, as Alan seems to have another off and is not plunging up to P13. The guy that couple of laps was running well comfortably into P8 is now P13 in a very, very tragic couple of events. Jack Olivier now getting down the last corner. Is gonna start his last lap, so we're gonna have not one but 2 laps, I think, of racing. Meanwhile, Elmo getting into the back straight, but probably not close enough. The heat to try to move. Maybe on last lap, when they're on to the last lap. Time is over. We are on the final lap. We are watching now Jack Oliver that have been controlling the whole race, getting into pole position, best lap of practice. I think, I'm not sure about this information though, but like, yeah, pole position is leads each and every laps of the race, as he's screaming one last time with his Porsche through the back straights. He have controlled the whole race with brilliant. It's a top class drive, pure calm and perfect driving through the last braking zone into the chicane. Jack Oliver up the hill, down the hill now into the last corner, and now we have a winner. Jack Olivier just finishing the race and win the 4th round of the Chariot GTE Championship. Behind him, Fly Lingma getting down the hill, and there we go, getting P2. And you know what will be interesting? What is happening behind? We're gonna have a fight. Do we gonna have a fight into the last corners? I don't think so. They are very much spread out. Iwis seems to be able to, yes, into the last chicane. He was a bit worried a bit earlier in the race by the 2 guys behind him, but at the end, that's Iwis that's gonna complete the podium on that one, followed by Dehi and Elmo in P5. Mario is finishing the race 1 lap down and behind the guy that was on the mission through the whole race. He had a very complicated start, but Toxic managed to finish P6 despite his complicated race. Behind Purun getting into P7, as now I think we're gonna see Buzz finishing the race, and that's all. That's the race. That was 1-4. Very, very eventful race, I gotta say. It was. Oh, that's the wrong transition. That's not the good thing as well. I'm panicking. Help! Oh my god. Yeah, there we go. That's the screen I was searching for, and there we go. All right. Very interesting race, I gotta say. Very eventful. Very, very eventful. Couple hours of racing. We saw a lot of fights, very, very interesting couple of races in the beginning, but alright. So, I need to sort out a couple of things, but in a couple of minutes, we're gonna try to do some sort of post-race interview. But, before we're getting into that, I need to just do a couple of stuff in order to make sure that the results screen afterward is working. I need. Oh my god, my brain is not braining anymore. Help me. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Yes. Okay. Let's drag. Let's see a bit. Dehi. Can I drag him? I don't even know if I can do that. I hope I can. That would be a problem. Let me see. All right. So, very, very interesting race. Very, quite a lot of events, definitely. Especially the first couple of laps. The first couple of laps were crazy. I'm sorry, we probably missed a ton of events, but I did my best to cover what I could. Sorry. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, because I definitely had a blast running through that. As we're waiting now for.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Dehi.
Hello.
Wow, what a race!
Yeah, that was.
You had quite an eventful couple of laps, I gotta say, and also
Yeah,
you had that
was,
fight all day long, all race long with Elmo. Yeah. How did you feel? How was your race for you by the inside?
Well, I had a good start. I went from 7th to 5th because Toxic, I think, had a bit of a moment, and then Elma had a slow start. So I was kind of running behind Iwiz and I forgot who else in front. Um, and it was just close. I was convinced I had a bit more pace, but I made a mistake and Elmo went past. And then I had another half spin in turn 6, and I clipped the wall, which kind of damaged my front wing.
Oh.
And magically that made my car feel better. So I can't really complain.
Like you had a good balance, you think, throughout the throughout the race, like you didn't expected.
Yeah, the car felt great, honestly. I was like, I'm convinced I could have had P3, but I just made a few too many mistakes, and overall I'm like super stoked with P4 because it's the best result I've had so far, so can't complain.
Yeah, quite a lot of pressure, isn't it, throughout with your fight with Elmo? You seems like it looks like he had a bit more top speed than you, but no, he had a bit less top speed than you, but at the meantime he was way more agile through the S's and stuff. Like, did you have any struggle going with him? Like, how did it happen? How did you feel it?
I think at some point there was a back marker, and Iwis and Elmo got kind of slowed down, and that's when I overtook him. But on the pit straight, he kind of turned to the right, and I was there, and we kind of had a collision, just like a minor incident. But I think it kind of damaged my suspension a bit in the front, because after that I had no more turn-in to right-hand turns at all. So it was rough. Yeah, the last couple of laps, I am glad it's over. I don't think I could have held on to Elmo for like another 5 or 10 laps if needed.
Yeah, definitely. He was catching up, and yeah, you guys put up a brilliant fight. Congratulations to you for your P4. Thank you to have been here for that post-race interview. Feel free, if anyone wants to tell the driver, if anyone wants to have a post-race interview, that will be with pleasure. Anyway,
I'll let them know.
So now that we have made our little post-race interview, it's time to trust ourselves on the results of that championship. So let's talk about the race results, shall we? So, yep. There we go. So, oh no, that's not the good race results. Wait, I think I made a oopsie. Where is it? No, sorry, it's the championship. Oh my god, I can be some sort of an idiot sometime. Well, yeah, championship. Flying Ma still on the lead. He made a wonderful. Yeah, that definitely the P2 will help you a lot. Toxic, not far behind. That's definitely a good damage limitation from inside. Managing to have quite a lot of points there and keep his championship hope alive. Jack Olivier, despite having missed one round, still in the fight with 67 points. So the last race is going to be very interesting. DK, who was, I just realized, missing this week, into P4, Patrizzi P5. They both lost a round now, so the fight between both of them is going to be very interesting in the rest. Elmo is gaining P6. Dehi P7 with a very good result, as he said, the best result he ever had. Iwis P8, William Freeman in P9, Non-Concept P10, Hosey in P11, Levy is now P12, Mas P13, Muffick P14, Redshift is P4, P15, Pierrot in P16, and then Alan the first in single digits points P17, Druptex P18. Very very. This is championship standing. Yeah, I know. I know that's championship standing. I'm making the rundown of it. I am having some problem with the race results. Wait, I'm gonna try to show the race results if I manage to do that. Wait. I think if I'm doing that, is it? There we go. I just mismatched them. I'm sorry, Elmo. But here is the race results anyway. So Jack Oliver winning. You know that definitely. Followed by Fali Gilma. He was there. Elmo. Toxic, very good fight between three of them. Toxic losing not that much places by the end, and had Dehi making a very very good progression on that one. Pierrot getting 3 position, Ozzy P8, William Freeman losing a couple of positions but ending up in P9. Non-concept definitely on the front foot, but not as much as Droptex behind him, who gained 6 position through that race. Probably a complicated qualification today for him, but he definitely look quite racy indeed, and definitely took advantages of the different events running the race. Then Skakun, Alan Muffick, both in P15, Renton and Mika in 16, and Mario finishing up the order in P17 with our 4 DNF behind. Right, I think that's all. For tonight. Thank you everyone to have followed the stream tonight. It has been a pleasure to commentate tonight. Gotta say, I've felt a bit lonely, but it was very good racing. Very excited for not next week because we're having a week off, but the week after at Le Mans for 2 hours, where I will be joined by 2 other commentators. And don't ask me who they are because I don't really know. Tommy, I'm sure. The other one, I don't know. Anyway, with that being said, I still struggle to say anything. I don't know how to close. How do you end the stream anyway? Without any more stuff, thank you for following, and see you in 2 weeks at Le Mans. Goodbye.